miles off the coast and still on a course which will bring it close to this city.
Is there time to intercept it with your rocket?
No, at the rate that ship is traveling, it'll be out of radar range before we can get off the ground.
Unless it lands.
Then ground defense will handle it, Bob. Unless Mr. Steele thinks we can help.
Yes, Larry, I do. It's the duty of my department to handle all matters menacing world security. And you're one of my executives. I realize that your work has usually been in the interplanetary zone. In this case, I think you ought to take charge, both on land and in the air.
Very well. I suppose the regular defense network has already been alerted.
Yes, they're standing by until we see what that ship's going to do.
Help me on with my flying suit, Bob. I may have to get into action in a hurry.
Prepare for a landing.
Aircraft has just disappeared from the radar screen as it was passing over the Morongo Hills.
It must have landed somewhere in those hills.
Probably. I'll fly out there and try to find it.
Good. You can get there quicker than the ground forces.
Up on radar. The whole country's looking for you.
That was to be expected. But if we transfer our cargo quickly, we can get away before they locate us. Help him with the boxes. Seems to be all. Take off at once.
Yes, sir.
Get in the back with Shane. Shane, you and Narab will take the truck to the cave and unload the supplies. Roth and I will be there later to help you, as soon as we conclude our arrangements with Dr. Harding.
Yes, sir. This side door will take us right to his laboratory. Nobody will spot us.
Very well.
What are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be delivering those plans.
Yeah, I know, but we got a better deal here.
What are you?
I am Marix, a native of the planet Mars. Perhaps not quite a human being by earthly standards. However, I can assure you that my people are much further advanced in intelligence and scientific achievements than you Earthmen.
Well, what are you doing here?
For some time, I've been in contact with your assistants, Roth and Shane, making arrangements for a project I'm undertaking here. I will need your technical assistance and the facilities of your laboratory.
And why do you think I'm going to help you?
Because I'm in a position to inform your government that you've been selling atomic secrets to an unfriendly foreign power. The results of such an exposure would be much more unpleasant for you than the alternative I'm allowing.
What is this project you're planning?
The orbit of our planet Mars is so far from the sun that climatic and atmospheric conditions there are much inferior to those on Earth. But in spite of these physical handicaps, my people have developed a means of correcting the situation.
You mean you can change the orbit of a planet?
Exactly. But of course, to accomplish that, we must first clear the orbit of Earth's interference. So my mission here is to plant an H-bomb explosion sufficiently strong to send Earth spinning out into space and leave room for my own planet.
That would mean the destruction of the world and everyone on it.
That need not concern you if you are safe with us on Mars, unless you would prefer to await the event in a federal penitentiary.
What would you expect me to do?
We will construct a hydrogen bomb in a well-concealed cave, which I've already selected. The critical materials and the necessary electronic equipment have already been brought down from Mars and are now stored at my island base in the Pacific. I'm moving them from there to the cave in my rocket ship.
Well, then why do you require my help?
Because we will need additional supplies, such as uranium, steel, and other structural materials. We will also require the use of this laboratory to assemble parts of the bomb.
Very well. What comes first?
I will give you a list of what is required. And while you're obtaining these items, I will go to the cave and get the basic construction started.
How long can you guys stay underwater?
Oh, half an hour, perhaps a little longer. The atmosphere on Mars is so thin, we've adapted ourselves to live on very little oxygen.
that the last of it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now I have another assignment for you. Dr. Harding has learned that a freight shipment of uranium will be passing through this area today. The train of local freight will stop at Perala Junction about 2:15. You and Shane will take over there.
How many men will be on it?
I'm not sure, so you better make arrangements for additional help. Now, it won't be safe to stop to unload the uranium at the junction. Take the train out into the hills somewhere between the junction and Gomez Siding. Find a good hiding place for the uranium. We'll pick it up later with the truck.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to be caught with that map on you. Burn it.
I'll start lining things up.
Very well. I will be in the inner cave. You can report to me by radio.
Right. That does it. You're all set to go.
But that truck may be miles away by now.
Not too far. The signal from that radio sending unit I planted on the truck is still coming in strong. All I have to do is fly down the beam. So far, so good. Let's see what the infrared light brings out.
Why, it's nothing but a railroad map.
Yes, with the section between Perala Junction and Gomez Siding underlined.
Which means what?
It could mean something's going to happen there, so we better try to find out what. We've got a lot of country to cover, so we better split up the job. You two go to the junction, check on things there. I'll start at Gomez Siding and follow back up the line.
Bob on top of that freight car?
Yes, when we got here, those men were stealing the train. Bob jumped out and tried to stop them.
Any way to stop that train?
No, my key's out. They must have cut the wires after they slugged me.
There's the brake. Can you fix it?
I can fix it, but it'll take time.
Maybe I can catch them in a car.
Not much chance. The road only gets another tracks in a few places.
Is that old tank working?
Yes, we just unloaded it for some farmer who's gonna make a tractor out of it.
Maybe I can cut across country and stop that train.
You'd better try. If it keeps going, it'll crash the through passenger train head on. Got this fixed.
By the time we stop and unload the stuff, isn't it? How'd that get on our trail?
I don't know, but they got on us somehow.
We're not going to have much luck in loading a car of uranium with that thing chasing us.
Yeah, we better forget it. Make our getaway while we can.
The train's already going through the junction. Only one more chance now. If I can raise Gomez siding, they can derail the freight there.